Hey guys, TechMentor here with the video for you guys. In today's video, we're going to show you how to fix if one of your AirPods is lower volume the other one, or you can't hear as much, or it's not working. We'll go through some steps on how to fix that if you're having issues with your AirPods or AirPods Pro, even with the AirPod Max. This should hopefully fix it for you, going through the steps that we're going to show you how simple fix this can be. So let's dive right into it. First thing first is you have to determine, all right, which of them is actually low. Is it the left one or the right one? So once you determine which one it is, usually if you put it in your ear, you'll know which one it is. You can see left and right. Now, when you see the left and right connected on your iPhone here, you're going to notice that they actually have charged themselves. So the AirPods themselves will have individual charge. And sometimes we notice is that one of them might not have as much charge as the other one, and that might be the one giving the low volume. So first thing is determine which one it is, and then open this up and see what the volume or the charge level is for that one. So if they should most of the time be the same if you're charging at the same time, but for some reason, let's say one of them didn't get enough charge, first thing is, of course, go ahead and charge up it by putting in the case itself just like that. And once you do that, close the lid and then take the charger here, just plug it in just like that. Let it fully charge, because having at least good charge will help get the maximum volume you can get out of them and make sure the volume is good. So that's the first thing. The other thing you notice, you might be charging it and it seems that one of them isn't really quite charging. It's to kind of take a look at to see if there's something that could be potentially blocking the charge. And what do you mean by that? If you take out the case, you're going to look for this ring over here. As you can see here, sometimes if there's dust builds up or there's dirt, it can be preventing that charging connection from happening. So you want to make sure you take like a microfiber cloth or something to just clean it out nicely. And the same with the other one, check it out. And then the other thing you want to check is inside the case itself. So sometimes in the case, as you can see, those, in this case, those gold connection, those things are the ones producing your charge. Let's say if there's dust, lint, or anything blocking those inside, you want to clean that out. Use a paper or something like a paper clip or even a Q-tip or something to slightly clean it out. You want to get out all the dust and dirt, because those not being able to connect to the charge here when you put it in, not getting enough charge will cause one of the volumes to be lower because the charge level is lower. So it's important to do that as well. And while you're at it, you're going to make sure you just clean it out thoroughly. And sometimes the other thing to clean out here inside are the buds themselves. Right here, you're going to go ahead and try to clean it out inside. Make sure there's nothing in there. On the side as well, make sure that they're thoroughly clean. Sometimes you can also blow on this piece right here. As you can see, that will also help if that mesh is covered. We've seen that in other videos where we show you how to fix that as well. So that's going to be a couple things. Charge it up, make sure it's clean. The next thing you want to do, if it's still having issues, is hop over to accessibility on your phone by going to settings. Once you go into settings, you're going to look at accessibility. Scroll down here where it says for hearing, you want to go audio, visual, click on that. And then you can actually balance the level here. By default, it should be in the middle here, but let's say you're hearing less on one versus another, you can actually go ahead and adjust it. So if you're hearing less on the right one, move this a little bit and test it out to see if you like it. If it's the left one, move it to this side and kind of play around with it so you're satisfied with the volume level between both of the AirPods. The other thing you can also do is go ahead and click on headphone accommodation and then turn this on by clicking on that, and it should be green. And then what you want to do is balance tone, or you can also play with the vocal range just to see the difference between the quality. They're slightly different quality. And then you can also adjust this slider here where you can go to moderate or even strong just to see how the sound comes out. Depending on what type of music you listen to, it might help as well with the problem of having low AirPod volume. Now after you have done that, the next thing you want to do is do a reset of the AirPods themselves from a connection to your phone. So to do that, generally what I like to do is go ahead and click on Bluetooth here, and then if I'm connected here, I'll click on that and I'll go ahead and forget this device so that it removes it from my AirPods. I'm going to click on forget, and that will remove it. And then now on the AirPods themselves, on the back here, what I'll do is hold that button here for about 15 seconds to 20 seconds. We'll look at the light here to see if it changes. That will do a reset of the AirPods, which generally fixes a lot of internal software issue related to the AirPods themselves. So click on it, press and hold just like that, about for 15 seconds or so. Now you're gonna hold, you'll see the light turn maybe from orange or that red to like an amber or white as well. So you're gonna keep on holding it, again doing that about 15 seconds, and once the light changes, you have done that. Now it's time to reconnect it to our phone. So we're gonna hold it like this, pop it up, and then wait to see it connects here, and then we'll reconnect it just like that. Now we'll hold the buttons here. That's how you connect. So we'll hold that button one more time just like that. Once you hold it, hopefully it will go ahead and reconnect. As you can see, it's reconnecting. Again, this allows the couple things to happen: the AirPod to kind of get a fresh, clean connection, and then also update the firmware of the AirPods themselves. And the way the firmware on the AirPods is updated is actually through the phone software. So on your iPhone that you're connected to, you also want to make sure you're updating the software. So if you go into settings, general, and then software update here, you're going to look to see if there's an update out here. As you can see, this one has the latest version update, but if you have an update, it'll say download and install. Make sure you do download and install, because once you update the phone, it also has firmware updates to update the software of the AirPods, and sometimes there could be bugs or something impacting your AirPods, and that should hopefully fix it as well. And lastly, if you're still having the issue, the final thing you can actually do is go to the internet. So open up here, we're opening a browser, and we're going to search for Apple Service Program. So when you search up Google search Apple Service Program, it'll take you to this link, the very first one, and look to see if there's a recall on the AirPods themselves. There's currently a recall for the AirPods Pro where there is an issue with the sound. If you click on that, and if you're impacted by it, you can actually you can see here, you can make an appointment at Apple authorized service provider or the Apple store, or contact Apple support and ask them if your AirPods is impacted by this recall for the sound issue that they're having. And they can kind of determine that by running the serial number, which you can get off from the inside of the case here. You can see right here at the right here on this side, you'll see on the top here it has it, either or in the box. If you have the box still available, you should be able to get that serial number from the box just like that. And once you get it, they can check it for you, and if it is impacted, most of the time they can fix it for you or give you a pre-replacement, which is great for service program if yours is impacted. As you can see, some of the AirPods have been impacted. So that's how you can go about fixing a low volume on an AirPod. Hopefully this video was helpful. I hear from you guys. If you found which would the method work for you, or if you found a better way, leave a comment in the comment section. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys next time.